aerosols in the atmosphere, which is actually helps on the study of global warming. We continue. That's kind of the standard fare. It's usually about 30% cruise supplies and food, 30% research, and the other 30% is spare parts.
James?
Thanks again. James Dean, Florida Today. Mike, I was wondering if you could touch on a plan to fly Cygnus on Atlas V, and just that being like a different configuration that hasn't been demonstrated like these other vehicles were. Were there any issues with that, or is it just like that, sort of proven rocket flying any other payload? And also for either you or Hans, just wondering, if SpaceX found itself in the exact same position, would you also look to Atlas V to fly a Dragon?
So you'd have to get the details from Orbital, but they have some experience with the Atlas design and flying their bus, which is the Cygnus is based on a bus that they use throughout their satellite fleet, and so that gives them great confidence that they can fly this spacecraft on board the Atlas. Of course, you have to adapt to it, and you have to do quite a bit of loads analysis to convince yourself you're okay. So we will look at all that to make sure that the environment won't damage our hardware. All the normal things we do to clear a Cygnus to approach ISS, it's the same spacecraft, so that normal work will be done, and that's not different than what we've done before. The only other thing we'd have to look at is the vehicle and how the interfaces to the vehicle. And understand that performance. Of course, it's an Atlas, and there's quite a bit of data on the Atlas vehicle itself. So in that respect, it won't be a huge amount of work. Probably the biggest thing that has to happen is they have to do all the environmental analysis to confirm that Cygnus will be okay, and to help us know that the cargo inside will be fine. That's probably the biggest delta for us.
Okay, we're going to try to see if we can squeeze 3 more questions in. Let's go to the back of the room here.
Hi, I'm Justin Beaupre with NASA Social. Actually, I have a question regarding the weather for the autonomous spaceport drone ship. I don't know if you're working directly with them, but what kind of weather might we be seeing, as well as maybe what type of weather should we be worried about? Maybe that's more towards you, Hans, for the restrictions that they might have when coming in, because we're not entirely sure what to expect.
So I'll give a quick rundown on the wave height forecast. Looking at wave heights for tomorrow morning to be about 5 to 7 feet.